Welcome to the Karnak Code, a star walk through the underworld with Opal Unicorn. Here in the temple of Karnak in Luxor, the ancients carved their wisdom into stone, shadow, and light. This is not a tour, it's an initiation. Each pylon is a gate, each courtyard a realm, each shadow a truth waiting to be reclaimed. In this temple, we walk the 7 gates and retrieve the 7 keys of your rebirth. Just as Inanna, the ancient goddess of Sumeria, descended through the 7 gates of the underworld, you now descend through your chart of astrology, your star chart. Cast the ways of your shadows and your origins. This journey takes you through your mirrors, your burdens, your creative fire, your roots, your truth, your worth, and finally, your rebirth. Enjoy the journey into the dark side. The Karnak Code with Opal Unicorn begins. Welcome to my channel. This is Opal Unicorn, and welcome to my Karnak Code series. So, I am going to talk with you about the first section of the gates of hell. Today, we talk about the first gate. Now, I want you to imagine what this first gate looks like. Now, the first gate of hell is the 7th house of the astrological wheel of the zodiac. I want you to imagine that you are in the temple of Karnak. I want you to walk deeper. I want you to hear the sounds shifting, the air grow cooler, the sandstone glowing with the fading light of the dusk. And you're going to see gate 1. The entry point into your underworld journey begins. And above the doorway is a single inscription: know yourself through the other. You inhale slowly, you exhale even slower. The descent begins here. The 7th house is the house of lovers, partners, enemies, soul contracts, marriage, legal bonds, karmic ties, and the people who trigger your deepest wounds. But underneath the surface, the 7th house holds something far more powerful: your projections, your relational shadow, the parts of yourself you refuse to own. Every they you've ever blamed carries a piece of your own psyche. Every lover who ever abandoned you, or you ever abandoned, every touch, a wound, is already inside you. Every partner who was too much or not enough reflected a story you abandoned long ago. The 7th house reveals how you merge, how you lose yourself, how you betray yourself, how you choose, how you chase, how you repeat patterns, how you love, and how you hide, and how you run. The gate is not about them, it is about you. The first regalia removal. Now, in the Sumerian underworld, Inanna arrives at the first gate wearing her crown, the symbol of persona, authority, and identity. The gatekeeper says, to pass through this gate, Inanna, queen of heaven, you must give up your crown. And here in your chart, your crown is the mask you wear in relationships, the role you think you must play, the identity you use to feel chosen, the persona you perform to feel loved. Relationships often become the stage where we act out our oldest wounds. So now, standing before the gate of mirrors, you remove your crown Feel its weight leaving your head. Feel your neck lighten. Feel your truth rise to the surface as you whisper, I release the mask I wear in love. You walk through the gate inside a deep, dim chamber. Torches flicker, shadows shift. A tall obsidian mirror waits for you. Walk toward it slowly. Your reflection shifts, not your face, but your relational self. Observe them. Are they needy, unavailable, fearful, controlling, overgiving, cold, hopeful, angry, longing? Let the image form fully. Now ask the mirror. What part of me have I projected onto others? A word, a memory, a sensation. Let it merge. Pause. As the chamber fades, you walk back into the world between day and night. The pylon behind you glows softly, slowly. You no longer are the person who entered. You are no longer afraid to walk through the gateway of the first gate of the underworld. This is the beginning of your descent into your rebirth. Breathe deeply. Return to your body. Return to the present. You have cleared gate 1 of the Karnak Code. Okay, so this was a little of an exercise, a little taste, a little flavor, a little understanding of what that 7th gate, the first house of hell, is. And every house in astrology has these deep, intense meanings that we have to work through, that we have to understand. And when we look at how these 7th house relationships affect us and influence us, it's important to see how we need to clear the shadow aspects of these in order to move on into understanding our sovereignty, our sovereign selves. Because we can't walk through the shadow of death without being afraid. And when we are afraid of our own shadow, we are cowards. That's the real big truth about the Karnak Code, right? What I'm working on here, what I'm sharing with you about something that I've explored and worked through when I went to Egypt. Because every angle and every aspect that was created in these structures in Egypt were designed by master architects that aligned every single thing with the stars in the sky, aligned with Osiris, the place of rebirth, of life and death, with that stellar light that energized and shifted our consciousness. And within this realm of stellar light, the exploration of consciousness begins. And so it's all these aspects of going physically to Egypt, going physically to these architectural places where these master occultists and master astrologers created these realms of the unconscious and conscious exploration worlds, where they met the gods, where they met with the stars, where they entered interdimensional states of reality. And with that, were inspired and created so much that we have lost throughout time in our modern realities of society. And so it takes us courage to go to the underworld. But you'll notice that in Egypt, everything goes back to Osiris, the god of the underworld, the god who knows how to defeat his inner shadow, not by hate or misunderstanding. And in Egyptian mythology, Osiris is their version of Inanna. There's Isis and Osiris, and they are wedded, and there's two of them. In ancient Greek mythology, it's Persephone and Hades, the god of the underworld, who was allowed entry up into the world of the sunshine with her mother Demeter only 6 months out of the year, and had to return back into the darkness, the womb space of hell, with her husband Hades, god of the underworld. Because what else rules the underworld but the moon? The moon is the woman's, the female archetype. The moon feeds the ocean. The tides ebb and flow with the moon. In astrology, the moon is connected to our emotions, to our deeper secret selves, the aspects of our emotional selves that we bury deep inside us, that only those special people in our lives, our relationships, our boyfriends, our girlfriends, our husbands, our wives, our sisters sometimes, our brothers sometimes, our best friends sometimes, our enemies. Because who enters into the one-on-one place of Hades but our enemies? Our known enemies live in the house of the seven, the house of hell. Okay, so think of anybody that you know that is your known enemy that has something with you. All right, not hidden in the shadows, but right there before you in your one-on-one relationships. You face those enemies. Why are they your enemies? Why do they hate you? Why do you fight them? What have they done to you? And why have they done that to you? So you don't only look at your lovers in this house, but you look also at your enemies and what they may or may not have in common, or what they have that are opposites of each other. What are the things you attract, and what are the things that you repel? And how that has to do with the deepest, darkest shadows and secrets in your life. Okay, that's a little tidbit, a little taste, a little je ne sais quoi of my Opal Unicorn Karnak Code meditation exploration series. Thank you so much for watching. I am Opal Unicorn, your host. Thank you for being here today. Please check out my website, opalunicorn.com, to see my merch, my creations, my tarot cards, Opal Unicorn Tarot, that you can see here. And subscribe and like this. Please check out my videos. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want to see more of. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Thank you for watching the Karnak Code with your host, Opal Unicorn. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with your friends and like-minded colleagues. Also watch for my website, opalunicorn.com, for my offers and classes available. Till the next time. May I see you in the clouds and in the stars.